Good day, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners. I pray all is well out there. We're going to continue and resume play at this time in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Let us continue. Let us resume play. Let us begin. Betha Barbara. Having seen and heard all that he did, John returned to his disciples. Forgive me, brothers, but I needed to be alone. We understand everything, teacher. I knew that you would understand. Though if anyone wants to return home to their families, I'll not hold it against them. No, teacher, we're going to stay with you, for you are our God. We all agree here that you're our God. Brothers, thank you for your understanding and support. And now, I want you to gather everyone up by the River Jordan at dawn. Look, John, there's a caravan heading towards us. Yes, Elishua, I see it. It looks like this caravan is coming from Hebron. The caravan stopped at the first dwellings. People, can you tell me where to find John? John approached the herders. No need to look for anyone because I'm already here. John, is it you? We were beginning to worry that we wouldn't be able to find you. No, my dear friends, I can be easily found anywhere. My brothers, please make yourselves comfortable and try to find yourselves a place. I'm sorry, this is all I've got. John, we're used to this. That's good. Now, start a fire and warm yourselves up. John, the sun is already doing that. People started gathering up. John was attracting huge crowds of people. He saw so many people only once in his lifetime, and this time it reminded him of a God's miracle. John was happy to see all the people gathering around him. There was already a huge crowd on the riverbank. John came closer to them and raised his hands up to heaven, murmured something to himself, and then addressed everyone. Brothers and sisters, you know what happened here yesterday? John, you need to punish those idols. Brothers, God shall be the judge of them. I cannot punish those demons. Though I can tell you that all of those that believe in him shall never be punished, and those who do not believe in him shall be redeemed. I'd like to ask you, fathers and mothers, to be kind and good-hearted people and love everyone and everything. Do not kill and do not envy anyone. John, teach us how to live. My dear, I'm going to tell you this. Live according to Moses' laws, and you shall find a new life. Repent, and your soul shall rejoice. John, there are so many people ill here. What shall we do? Remember the words of Solomon. He who believes in God shall heal himself, and he who doesn't believe shall perish. But will you help us? Yes, I'll help you to some degree, though the one that comes after me shall heal all of you. I'm going to protect you and heal you with the water from the river Jordan. The kingdom of heaven. A palace of pure spiritual silver in translation. A spiritual thought. The holiest of the holy, Elijah has arrived to us today, said the Almighty. Let Elijah tell us that is the answer to the question, what is happening on earth from south to north, from west to east? Elijah, I ask you, just don't come very close to me. And you, Moses, Nicholas, Elisha, John, Gabriel, and Michael, Noah, and James, I ask to listen to very carefully. Lord, Elijah, you are all God's. Speak. Something horrible is going on earth. I was terrified to look at the filth that is happening there. Elijah, answer me. How is John behaving? Lord, I think very well. Why do I think he is doubting something? Yes, he is, but he changed immediately with my appearance. Thank you, Elijah. What did you hear about my son Jesus? God, he is alive, but currently persecuted in all various places. So, Moses, Gabriel, and Michael, pay attention to all of this. But I ask you, never go against my will. Let everything be as it is. Moses, my Lord, I am listening to you. I will send you to the future now, in the 20th century. Deal away with everything and punish on my behalf all those who desecrated me and my holy name. Do it very thoughtfully, though. I think everyone will believe in us after the punishment. I am not sorry for anyone, for I know they will always be beside me. It hurts me to look at how low people fell. I created them not for this filth. I created them with soul and for the soul. That's all. It's time for me to go, but I will ask you to do the will of the overmind. For the lower reason of earth can die. Let these insane make wars, kill each other, but it will be till my hour comes. If you need me, look for me in the constellation of Blue Leo on the planet Pal. Tell us, Lord, has anything happened there? No, everything is fine there. I'm just sick of looking at mad people that I created and settled on earth. I want to have a rest and engage in a new creation, but not like this one that I have done. Currently, I can't figure out why Earth people are so dark in their development. None of the planets among all my creations have such stupid and bellicose creatures. The Overmind, you are right. They are stupid and very aggressive. Right, you also think about that. That's all. My energy carries me away. Then God transformed. Moses, what, Elijah? God is right. In fact, Earth is only one gray in the entire universe. What do we do? Elijah, we'll be waiting while all. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. They will change. They won't change, for they are like a disease in the universe. Yes, I can see that too. Let's watch for now. We have enough of flying craft so we can visit them any time. Moses, invite Captain Harius here, please. Elijah, he has just come back. It's okay. He will rest later. Brothers, did you call me? Yes, Horus. You and Emmanuel, you visited every part of Earth, and we asked you to describe in general the situation on the planet. Elijah, if we talk about the entire Earth, excluding population, then we can say the planet itself is healthy. However, the population of Earth is being quite rude towards each other. I think they don't realize why they live. Do you remember Earth is being quite, well, do you remember the first resettlement? Yes, Aureus. We understand it all and keep thinking all the time why we didn't take aside that comet then. There's nothing to do about it. Anyway, now we must provide a light path for John and Jesus. Let them do the first steps and come closer to that nasty anger. We know what will happen to them, but no way that we can interfere with the plans of God. People must understand everything themselves. Elijah, when I led the people, the Israel people from Egypt, I know what happened among the people. Moses, I know everything, but we have no other way out yet. So, blood and tears anyway. But they will shed. Only thus a new faith, renewed faith, will start making its spiritual wonders. We will be near but stay unnoticed. Aureus, the whole earth will be under your control. People got used to counting time for themselves. For us, it does not exist. So, Aureus, it will not be easy for you to move in terrestrial time. You are free and can have some rest. Aureus came out. Yes, I have a very difficult mission. Moreover, to see with my own eyes how evil kills the good. In my opinion, it is an unpleasing sight. However, gods endure everything, and within some time, everything will come to reason, he thought. Aureus, yes, Emmanuel, is that you? Aureus, what's the matter with you? Nothing. Everything is all right. I have just seen Elijah and Moses. So what? Emma, is that? We'll have to work a lot. We are also going to see much blood. Aureus, I guess you're talking about Earth. Yes, exactly. Remember those fishermen you saw? How dark they were? And how many more of such are there on Earth? When I imagine that, I am afraid. Aureus, I think you need some rest. Emma, imagine what kind of rest it will be. My thoughts devour me. Although, let us together go somewhere nice in the universe and relax there. Where do you mean? Emma, well, not the hell, of course. They laughed. That's it, Emma. I made up my mind. Let's go to the Orange Sea. It is a little paradise. Aureus, I don't mind. Let's fly right now. There's food for them on the counter. Moses, why did you hang your head down? Elijah, you know my character. Yes, calm down. I promise that everything will be fine. We'll accept our earthly children with all honors here. Elijah, I don't think about our messengers, but about all the people. The Overmind gave them earth, gave intelligence, and they don't want to understand and commit the wrong. Moses, the power of God is in the fair truth. We understand it here. Yet, on earth, it happens differently. You see, Moses, the civilization only makes its first steps in development, and therefore it should be so. Well, Elijah, I agree with you for now because we also had hard times. Right, Moses, and how do the souls live now? Eternal God souls. Do they lack anything here? Yes, at first they cried, but then realized all the truth. They calmed down. Now, the kingdom of heaven is their second home, but more favorable one. For all the souls swim in the sea of love here. Elijah, excuse me. I understand it, and still, I feel sorry for earth people. Moses, I promise to you again, the earth will renew. Elijah, let's hope for that and help them in everything as we can. That's good. Understand that we have a spiritual burden on our shoulders, not only of earth, but the entire universe. We are invisible to people, but they would not be able to do anything without us. Elijah, we lived somehow. Moses, I can't understand you. At first you agree with me, then fall into some unknown and unfamiliar sorrow again. I can't convince you in anything or reassure you. Look, I have told Orius to help to have a rest. Orius and Manuel, come with us. Brothers, we are listening. Orius, tell me, why don't you rest? Brothers, forgive us, but if you allow, we'd like to rest by the Orange Sea. Orius, certainly. There you will really gain strength. Just don't stay there long, because, time on earth flows differently. Brothers, we know we are responsible for our punctuality. Then have a good time. Brothers, we are not saying goodbye. We say, see you later. Elijah smiled. Moses, look, what fine fellows. I like them, for they are children of heaven. Let our entire space help them everywhere and always. Moses looked after them leaving. Yes, it's great that God arranged it all like that. Eternal life is the bliss, he thought. Rome, House of Devarius. Alexander, wake up. Constantine, do not bother me. I want to sleep more. Wake up. We're in the dungeon. I wonder how we got here. It's really chilly and wet in here. Could we have done something at Devarius's? No, Constantine, it's his wine cellar. How could we have found ourselves here, though? Alexander, you better not ask. Let's just go upstairs and clean up. At this very moment, Devarius returned from duty. Investigator, peace be to you. Lord, friends, look at yourselves. We are sorry, Devarius. You see, friends, I understand everything. Just tidy yourselves up quickly. All right, we've got you. Just answer us. Is it evening or it's evening? Evening. Julius and Natalie will come here soon. Oh, then we are leaving. No, You stay here for 4 days. After that, you can go anywhere you want. That's all, Constantine? Let's go. He's booting us out. No, he is letting us stay, and we are expecting guests. Let's go to the spring. Devarius looked at his friends. So, wine gladiators, you have very little time left. After some time, Julius and Natalie entered the house of Devarius. Devarius, peace be to your home. Julius, brother, Natalie, come in. Everything is ready for our meeting. We will just wait for a little for my friends. They are tidying themselves because they are tired after a trip. Devarius, how is your duty? Julius, it seems all right, but one thing is bothering me. What exactly? Silence. Silence is pressing on me very much. Jerusalem is under review now because very terrifying things happen there. I don't know what exactly. Devarius, is it probably related to the fiery chariot? Devarius looked at Julius. Julius, probably, but why conceal and silence it? Devarius, do you start believing? Not yet, but the Senate is afraid of something, and I think that very soon I will have to visit Jerusalem. Why you? Julius, I only assume because I am a pillar of support for the Senate. They consider me fair. Devarius, if they send you to Jerusalem, do not refuse in any case. I think you will be useful there as no one else. Julius, understand, these are only my assumptions. Devarius, do we have visitors? Yes, friends, we have guests. Julius, peace be to you. Peace be to you too. Maybe you'd like some wine. Devarius was flushed with anger. Go, take it yourselves. I'm not serving you anymore. Oh, Constantine, let's go to that nice wine cellar, Coolness, again. Let's go. Let the investigator entertain his guest on his own. They went away. Natalie, don't pay attention to them. Devarius, I don't care. Julius, if I am sent to Jerusalem, then maybe you could go with me to this city. Devarius, I don't mind, but I can't leave Natalie alone. We have a reason for that. You can guess what reason. Julius, good for you. I'm happy for you the 5th time. Thank you, Devarius. Singing was heard from the cellar. Devarius felt awkward. Wait, I will go and calm them down. Devarius, don't worry. It's time for us to go anyway. Let these young heads have fun. Devarius, you decide yourself, but do not reject the trip to Jerusalem. All right, Julius, let it be your way. I have had nightmares recently. What does it mean? Devarius, a dream is said to be your future that is ahead of your life. Julius, I don't want such a future. You select only the good from what you saw, and it will come true. Burn all the evil in your thoughts. Well, I'll do it. Just this woman is in black haunts my mind. She's like a shadow. Listen, don't be a child and help yourself. You once helped me, and I am happy. Julius, I will try. Jerusalem, the St.John. Gentlemen, the session moderator addressed all present. You saw and heard what is going on at the banks of the River Jordan. This demon is involving more and more people into the insanity. But it's gone on and got too late. We must stop this movement. If every madman announces himself a prophet and God, then we will look like beggars before people. The main thing is that we, people of social eminence, will be humiliated by one or some scoundrels. I am ashamed for all of you. Is it possible that we demean ourselves before the dung beetles? Talks started in the house, turning into a loud noise. Gentlemen, quiet. We will not solve our problems by making noise. We must act and take measures. Herod gives the preference to some John the Baptist. It is ridiculous. The king and the pauper are friends. How can this be called stupidity or weakness? In my opinion, we should invite Herod for a talk. Let him tell us everything. Herod to the session, burst some of the session members. The moderator was satisfied. However, time made its own thing, and people their own. The invisible God saw everything. Looking from above, he was surprised at everything he saw and heard. Evil was prevailing again. It hid in every corner and devoured the fresh fruit of human existence with its deceitful eyes. People forget how important family is. Family is everything. And when you lose your sight of that, that's where the problem begins. The dark ghost is sitting everywhere. Sometimes you don't see that you're in the midst of darkness. Light rays of goodness found its refuge and burned with heavenly fire. There was no need to look far. One visit to the St.John and everything became clear. It is difficult to talk about that time. Even for those who live now, it is difficult to understand everything. Dear readers, we will pause and we will stop there. We will resume play yet another day, another time, in the book entitled The Sacraments of Eternity. Thank you, dear readers, viewers, watchers, and listeners, for the privilege of your time. And until next time, be well. Take care of yourselves and one another. In Jesus' name, thank you. And God bless.